shock. I'm in shock. I am very confused. I don't know, a lot of memories coming through my mind. And it's just unbelievable
Yeah.
that this happened. I feel sorry for these people that got killed. I don't know what happened. You know, I don't know why he did it. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, it is unbelievable. That he did this. I mean, I knew he could not control himself at times, but I just can't believe he did it. I mean, he was such a great husband to me. Okay, he was a great husband. Not very friendly person. Keep things to himself. Did not have friends as far as I know. And the only friends I knew were like coworkers. But those relationships did not last. And he was like always, staying away from people. Didn't really want much to do with anybody. He wasn't very happy with his father. His father was a very smart guy, an engineer. What do you call it? This place in Sunnyvale.
Tesla?
Huh?
Mazda or Tesla?
No, this this place in Sunnyvale where people used to work there back in the day. Something to do with space. Not
The airfield, yeah.
Lockheed.
Okay.
Lockheed.
Lockheed, yep.
That's what he told me. His father worked there like for so many years. His father was a very smart guy. Smart at times, but in the beginning of the relationship of marriage, he kind of promised to me that his father were not there for him when he needed it the most. Like when 16.
Yeah.
He was like 16 or something, and then he had to work in restaurants, in order to make it. He moved out of the house, I think at that age, and then, working in the restaurants, you don't make much money. So he ended up going back to school and became a mechanic and, all that.
You said when you were married, he wasn't a mean husband. He wasn't a bad husband, right?
He was a good husband, good provider.
Sure.
He always made sure that we have everything in the house, all the bills paid, and some money in the savings, and we're doing just fine.
But he was kind of off-putting to people.
But yeah, with people, like not much to do with neighbors or other people. not much involved with my family members. It kind of bothered him having my family over.
Yeah.
You know, there were times that, my family came over to visit, and he'll take off. And he'll say to me like, "Oh, I have to go to the store and get something," and he'll take off.
Right.
But he wasn't.
He just didn't want to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What-
all I can tell you. He,
Okay.
Not a friendly person. He just kept things to himself, his own little world.
And he stuck with that.
Yeah. He used to read a lot. So
Do you remember the last time you spoke with him?
the last time I spoke with him, I think it was the one time we met at the Asian restaurant, and that was because his girlfriend he had back then after our divorce. He said to me that he had a girlfriend, an Asian girl, and she wanted to meet me, and I'm like, okay, but and I was already married to Brad, so I told Brad, I'm gonna go do this and that. It was fine. Met him at the restaurant. The girl just staring at me, didn't really say much of anything, and just holding his hands and kind of thing. Then and before that, before we met, he told me that the girl, I can't remember her name. He said the girl wants to get married, and he said I'm not ready, but she's been very pushy, and she wants a bigger diamond, a bigger one that I gave you, but I was already married to Brad, so I didn't have that ring. I was wearing this one, so he said, "Don't wear the wedding ring because I don't want her to get ideas, because she wants a big carat diamond." So I didn't do it, But anyhow, at the restaurant, we went to this restaurant somewhere in Campbell. We talked a little bit here and there. She didn't say anything, much of anything to me. She was just staring at me, like checking me out.
Sure.
If I was pretty or ugly.
Okay.
Didn't care.
That must have been a little bit awkward.
It
right?
was because she kept holding his hand like, "Ooh, what?" I already have my hand. Yeah, so that was the last time
Sure.
we talked.
A few years ago.
What was it, 13?
13 years ago.
13
About
years
13, we were newlyweds. And then I told him, my ex wants to meet me, because he says that his girlfriend wants to meet me. I don't know what for. And all we talked about was him saying that she was a good cook and she can cook a lot of dishes, Chinese dishes, because she was Chinese. And that was it. Okay. I said, I can cook Chinese food too. I'm like, okay.
I just have one more question. Obviously you've been through a lot of emotions today. How are you doing?
Honestly, I just can't believe it. I'm in shock. I see his name on the news picture, and I just can't believe he did that. In order to do that, I think to me, he was more human than that. Okay? Because he never, we have a dog that he loved so much, and we loved that dog. He was very gentle. He never hurt me physically, I just can't get it. You know, he never got into fights, hardly talked to the neighbors, just hello and goodbye. You know, uh, the one thing I noticed that he was uncomfortable being around a lot of people. That's one thing I noticed.
Okay.
Because in a couple of occasions, one time we went to a wedding, and another time went to a neighbor's birthday party, and that did not last, I guess, more than 10 minutes. He was feeling uncomfortable, and we left.
Wanted to go immediately.
And I was like, wow, really?
Right. Celebration.
Yeah, you're like, we just got here. I haven't even have a cocktail or anything, and now he wants to leave. You know, he told me, I feel uncomfortable. Okay, let's go.
I think that's all I have for you, unless you have anything else.
No.
I don't want to take up any more time.
Yeah, no, you know, I'm like, that's all I can say, you know.